Hi, it's Jill from Jolly Bean Studio. I hope you're well, and if you have some time today, I would love if you journal with me. Today I'm doing an April journal spread. There's a spring egg and a cup of coffee, so I hope you can grab whatever you enjoy, journal-wise and coffee or otherwise, and can journal along too. I have sketched the spring egg in pencil, and I'm going to show you on the post-it note the flower design I put in. I have a few of them tucked in the tops and the side, so it's very easy if you want to give it a try. And the second pattern I used a lot in the spring egg is this comma within a comma. Very loose, and just the oval shape of the egg. So very simple if you want to give it a try. Now I'm going to go in with a micron. This is an 05. It's a permanent marker, so if I do want to add paint or color or something like that, it will be no problem. It dries really quickly. And as you might know, if you're familiar with my videos or if you're new here, hello, I speed up the video quite a bit. So you'll see, yeah, here and there as the design comes together. And one of the things that I find is very helpful when you do a design like this is just thinking about putting your patterns in an over-under fashion. Sort of happens naturally, I think. You get some of the swirls or those comma shapes in, and then you realize that you need a leaf or something tucked underneath to fill in the space. Pretty relaxing. I enjoyed doing that, taking my time. And now I'm going to use one of those pliable rubber erasers to take off the pencil lines. And at this stage in the game, it does reveal what you missed. And I missed quite a bit. The top where the swirls were, if you try to give you, here we go, a bit of a close-up, there's a big gap there. That's the nice thing about doing your first layer in pencil and then getting it off before you do your final design. So I know this area I have to fill in a bit more. And I'm darkening up a few areas as well, giving it a bit of definition. And now I noticed in that process, I've gone the other direction and I have a few stray lines. So one of the ways that you can touch up your design is with a gel pen. So I have this Uniball Signo gel pen. I use it a lot. It's a white gel pen, and you can touch up any stray lines. There we are. I like that. I may leave it coloring book style, I guess I want to say, just the bold black and white, or I may go in later to paint it, but either way I've used a micron, so it will be fine with paint. That's the only thing. Make sure, swatch out your markers or know that you have a marker that can take water if you decide to paint. These are really nice stamps that I got from the Dollar Tree or the $1.25 tree, whatever it is now. And I've used these to make a background on tissue paper. I find this is a really quick, easy background. I'm going to add a little bit more with this rose stamp. And those came out kind of light, but that's okay because I'm going to layer over that with collage. It's going to be the background, and I'm just going to glue stick that down, plop it right on top. So how are you? How is your journaling going? I am enjoying this creative journal that I do really a couple pages a week, sometimes more, summarizing my week. I don't know, are you a journaler that likes to do a daily journal? Do you add visual things? Do you draw? I really love that balance of writing and drawing or adding whatever sort of fun images to a page. So in this case, I'm going to move on now to some lettering. And I know you saw I used a little bit of water to tear the edges off on that tissue paper. I probably should have said that earlier. It's a quick technique. I've lettered April using those brush pens, Faber-Castell brush pens. Cut those out, tack those down. And I've taken some time to fussy cut these images. The little bunny, I love that one. I've also played around with some Sharpies, did some mark making, and made this cute little egg. It is quite bright though. And we'll see how this all comes together. I'm thinking with this page, I want a pop of color, but I do also like the balance of this black and white stamping and the doodled spring egg. That's basically what I'm thinking about right now, how I wanna put this all together so I have a writing spot and some soft color, but not too much color. And if you're familiar at all with the way that I tend to journal with a lot of color. I do enjoy playing with supplies, paints and inks and all of that. But for this April spread, I was feeling I wanted more of that balance of almost that coloring book style page. I don't know. I love bold graphics, and I think I'm going to keep it soft on the color end today. We'll see. So I hope that you are enjoying whatever season you're journaling in. I am in spring in New England. The daffodils are popping. Actually, in the first photo that I had when the video opened, those are a couple daffodils from my garden. I also got this fun spring basket with this little bit of craft grass in it. Someone at work gave my colleague and I some delicious cupcakes in this basket from one of the fancy cupcake places where there's extra goodies in it. So that was delightful. And I think I'm gonna staple the grass on in some way or glue it, but I think staple might work. And also I have a chance for spring break. I have a little bit of time off next week, so I'm very grateful for that. And on the right hand side, I'm making a journaling spot or a tip-in with the bunny and the flowers, just playing with a little bit of collage and placement. I think something like that. Oh yeah, and with the bike, we have a family member that's been shopping for a bike. Went to a few bike stores this week, and we're seeing what's out there. So this is a really easy way to make a date stamp using Sharpie for a background, or actually it's Sharpie. I should be clear about that. It's the Sharpie, oh goodness, what are they called? Liners. They're not necessarily, Sharpie markers in that sense. They're the Sharpie liners. All right, I got that out. Now to gluing. Decisions made. So on the bottom, I did put the bike image in. I stapled in the grass that came in the sweet cupcake basket. Put in the cute bunny and some of the mark making that I've done on the tip-in. I'm going to do a similar thing on the background with the Sharpie liners is what I wanted to say earlier. And to me, they sort of remind me of the sprinkles that you get on cupcakes too. Or a little bit maybe like confetti. Festive. And there's the journaling spot. I really enjoy writing in my journal, and if you don't want to see your writing, you can do a tip-in like this. It's a nice way to just tuck it behind all of your fun papers and collages. So I'm very excited. During break, some families coming to visit us, and it's nice to have a little bit of time off. And more sprinkles, because why not? So I hope your journaling's going well. I hope you're enjoying whatever supplies you have. I would love to hear about it. And I think for this journaling session, I have a few spots. I'm considering some of the stickers I have. I have on the bottom left the Dover company stickers. There's a pretty daffodil and a few others. So I think I'm feeling up by that April lettering, it needs something. And on the border here, I took a small piece of that fun, bright paper that I've been mark making on and put that in almost like a piece of washi. April spread. Yeah, I am feeling the stickers. Here we go. Put a few in by the April lettering and some crocuses on the bike. Oh, and those are the daffodils from my garden. Thank you to all subscribers. I really appreciate you. Happy journaling, and thank you so much for watching.